Hello out there, once again, you're welcome. I'm Okonjo Christopher, co-hosting for Tina Okonji Heart Talk Zone with Tina Okonji. 16 years has gone by since Heart Talk Zone has been with us. Actually, what inspired you to become a relationship counselor and at the same time love-oriented teacher?
Well, I must say that is something that is just born in me. I love to see relationship working. I need to see it when people are not getting fair deal of what life has to offer. I've seen a lot of, if you read my book, Boosting Romance in Marriage, you see my history. I've read and I've seen so much that could be better that are not in the life of so many. And then something in me just fight it. I love to see people happy, and so that's the propelling force that make me to just give back. It's a spiritual thing. Give back to this from the inside of me.
That's quite good. Interesting. So, how did you start your career? 16 years ago. And what challenges have you been facing, or are you facing? Or what did you face in the beginning? What challenges did you face in the beginning?
Well, I must say that when all this began, when I was quite young, and then a lot of people don't really understand what I was doing, because I would just go and I'll be fighting. No, they tell me, you go and sit down, you're not even married. It's just a passion that has been there. And then so sometimes, even when I got married, and I saw that sometimes some of the things are not really the way I wanted it to be. And I go on out there evangelizing. And then I will see people out there with one issue or the other. You are part of those
days, those new beginnings,
where people will be passing through one situation or the other in their relationship, and I'll be so bitter, and I'll see myself crying and sleeping on it. I'll see myself talking about the issues.
And also, I always asking, why are we meeting people that are having issues?
Why are we meeting people that keep having issues or the other? So they play. And let's see people. Today, I hate to see people just in relationship, just starting to know they're packing up, and so many other things. That time will fail us. But I will also do a little shorter audio on this, so that people can understand fully what we are trying to say by this.
Okay, that's good. So what training, education or life experiences helped shape your work in relationships?
Well, education, I look at things from the Christian perspective, from the Bible. And Jesus came as a Prince of Peace, and he came to see that people have joy and have it to the fullness.
Yeah.
And then life is given to us. He said, I came and I have life abundantly.
And having more abundantly.
Yeah, abundant life in the sense that even your joy, your love, everything, the love of God is shed abroad in our hearts through Christ Jesus, Romans 5:5.
Yeah.
And it makes me to understand that these things are ours for the taking. So why should people be deprived of? And I understood that people have to learn via teaching. People have to be learn via
training,
changing their orientation, which or their mind that has been battered. People have to also relearn, in case they were getting it wrong. People have to be told the truth. So those are some of the things. And I also grew up, I always say it, I'm not ashamed from a polygamous setting. And then I saw a lot of things that are not it, and I made a conscious decision to say no to that. I can have joy of living. Those are the things, a few of the things that propelled me. And of course, people might be like, they might not understand you. They might not even believe what you're saying. But the truth is, you keep holding on to what you know is right. And then you don't take no for an answer. And so we preach to our world that you can still get a full or fair of what the word has to offer. You don't have to take less for an answer. I don't know if I'm
so what you said in a nutshell is that out of your pain comes your message. You've gone through it.
Well, yeah, to some extent, but there's still something in me that keep telling me there's still that flower that was inside of you that needs to blossom and come as a light for someone.
That's good. So what is the most common problem couples and families bring to you today?
Yeah, couples bring what's the most common problem that couples bring. Well, the most common problem, I won't say the most common, because most couples come with different approach. But I want to say that most of the thing in general that causes a lot of problems among couples is they're not having time to listen to each other, to try to understand where the blows are coming from. If you do not understand, you misunderstand the other. So finances. If it's the area of finances is not well, understood, there's always a problem. So I'll tell you, pay particular interest on how the finances of the home is going, pay particular interest on trust and truth. Yeah, those things matters a lot. Trust and truth with their lives, and those things really matters a lot. And then of course, people should not neglect the sexual aspect of their life. Say it. Whatever it is that's troubling, people are not talking, and that goes back to the truth. When you're truthful, things are handled.
That's true.
I'm just watching your pattern also.
That's good.
I think we should have extended it to me.
So, in your experience, what makes a relationship truly successful and lasting? In your experience in this work?
Yeah, I want to dive a little to what people always say: 7 ways to make it really successful, 7 ways, 10 ways, 5 ways. Those are also good, but people are different. So what works for one might not work for the other.
That's true.
So I always say there are no particular things that I would say what works for me might not work for the other. So I wouldn't say this make it work, but I want to say doing the right thing, the nitty-gritty. The man, the woman respect the man, and the woman submit as a wife and know your place, stay there. Those are little advice that I know will go a long way in helping relationship work as they should.
That's good, that's true. So let's go to the next question. What mistakes do people often make in love and marriage that can be avoided? There are mistakes that couples make in their marriages which can be avoided. Because which ones do you think are the ones that
because we are kind of rushing this, but then I would say in a nutshell, apologizing when you are wrong. Some people feel, well, I'm human. I have someone says that I have it all in my family, I just married you, and then it's like my life is useless, and then to hell, I don't have to apologize for nothing. But I have seen that someone says to hell with you, I don't need you, I don't have to apologize. And someone says, does it have to make me to apologize always? Not to just apologize. If you are wrong, apologize. If you are wrong, say I'm actually wrong, I missed it.
Amend defenses.
I goofed here. Simple, as simple as that. If you even lied knowingly, just said, oh, I did this,
I'm sorry.
Knowingly, I'm sorry. I think saying I'm sorry when there's need, and then you knowing the right thing to do, you do it. Sometimes, like I always say, people don't study on how to succeed in their relationship. They study for every other thing. We're going around with you recently to look for something, and then we're coming across people in business and they're succeeding. They give attention to the business, they succeed, they don't fail. But when it comes to a relationship, don't give much attention to it. And then it's really heartbreaking. So I want to say, I don't know that question again, you said the common errors that people make. Respect is great. Respect the wife, respect the husband. You respect
and the husband also to respect
teach the children should also respect. And then it goes on from there. That's all.
Right, that's good. So let's look at it from here now. How do you help couples rebuild trust after betrayal or conflict? How do you help couples to build back, trust?
Well, we always tell them one thing. These are things that normally will happen because we find ourselves in a complex world. It's just like when someone will say has malaria or whatever, and they say go do this. If you take the doctor's instruction and take your
medication,
you'll be fine. So we tell them it happens, right? But it's painful. We have to throw it aside, and as happened to someone before, they decide to take the right steps. This is what they were doing in the time past, and things became better. So the truth remains, if you keep doing what is right, you get the right answer after you are counseled. But some people will be so adamant, they'll see where their attitude, and you don't get anything out of it. People, we have had a situation where we're driving and you went through the wrong
road.
By the time you now make a U-turn and start turning again, take a detour. Life will be easier and better. But if you now said no, I'll keep doing what I'm doing. So that's just what you don't force them. You just tell them what you feel is right and give them the leverage to be able to do what they should do. If they do, they get it. That's all. And then we pray for them as a believer. I take it as a burden to pray for them.
Like the definition of one of my pastors, they say, you're a madman when you keep doing the same thing and you expect a different result. So which means for you to get a change, you do a different thing. Okay, what advice would you give to young people preparing for marriage or long-term relationships?
Well, I will always tell them that in my own way, I always say relationship is sweet, marriage is beautiful. I remember a young man that once I kept advising him to get married because he was aged to get married. His age is good enough to get married, and then he wouldn't. He was pursuing his business and the career. He's doing well, but when he eventually got married, as my married life, he said, "You never told me it was this sweet." So I said, I was telling you, but you ain't listening. So it's sweeter than what I was telling. So I always tell young people that relationship can be sweet, marriages can be sweet, everything can just be sweet. Just see it like that. But then the ups and downs will come. But if you have the mindset of it's sweet, it now overrules. Well, I always tell them to look forward to it with sweetness. Marriages can be sweet. I'll give you an example of that man that I kept advising to get married, and then that is nice. So when he finally got married, he now said, I said, how is the married life? He said, it's really sweet. Just like you've always been saying, but it's even sweeter than the way you're saying it. So we tell them, embrace the sweetness that relationship has to offer. But then, ups and downs will definitely come, because you tell them the truth. If it comes, we are here to advise you, counsel. And then, by venture, you have the strength, you can also overcome whatever it is. Definitely. And that's just it. So.
That's true. How do you balance being emotionally involved? I mean, when people have issues.
Well, most of the time I'm emotional.
Why staying professional?
Yeah.
Yourself.
Well, most of the time I'm actually emotional because I always feel for the people. Sometimes you see me want to tear, especially when they're not getting it, and some of them feel to realize that there's a stage in life and in their growth and in their advancement, because what they are facing right now, I know out of experience that they will overcome it. But at that stage, they don't understand it. They don't know how that they will definitely overcome it. So I feel emotional, I want to cry, but we have to be firm when it comes to professionalism. In professional, I'll tell them, no, don't do this. That's just it. But then, well, if you don't want, go just do what you feel like is right. And you definitely come back, and they will definitely come back. So once it comes to work, I tell them I have been able to counsel people over many, many years, all right, over 2 decades, and by the grace of God, there's results. And what we are telling you is, if you are not going to take it, that's fine, but you have our prayers, that's all.
Well, being firm and being professional, which means you have to you still have to remain yourself. That's why you counsel and mend differences of people's marriages. Why you have come a long way. See, after 16 years in this field, what lessons about love would you want to teach people, and family life have actually
family is a gift. Family is to be treasured. Family is love. Family is beauty. Family is peace that I want to embrace. Family is a cord that should not, even though people breach it, that should not be broken. Right? So family is love, so you can't separate.
Love is family too.
You can't separate the two.
Two of them go together. You have defined it all.
So
in one.
After many years of doing this, I have discovered the real
thing.
meaning of love.
The cocoa, they call it the cocoa thing about love.
Sometimes when I see people talk, they will shout, and I'm like, love is not emotion.
It's not feelings.
Because you can be firm on someone and still love. But there's some people that can be expressing emotion and they are not loving. I've learned to love, and I am learning every day. I try to put in practice but one short thing that I've learned over time is that I've learned to be very fair, not working by
Sentiment, that's the
Because
word.
love is not sentiment.
At all.
Love is not emotion.
At all. At
Love
all.
is not sentiment. Love is not emotion. Love is not because you gave me something.
Yeah.
You could give me something and not love me.
That's true.
So I've learned over time what to a larger extent, and I'm still open to love, to know more about love.
What we have just discussed right now. The purpose of why we're on air here right now is to correct mindsets, shift some mindsets. You know, you talked about being emotional and love. So right now, we know love is the air for people that are celebrating what they call Valentine. You know, how will you? I was live some days ago, and somebody told me, well, he doesn't believe in vow, but there's still love in the vow. You understand what I mean? So I want you to bridge the love they talk about in Valentine and this love that is not emotional. Let's bring a balance.
All cap it up. Love that is self-centered is not love.
Good.
Love that is so a Valentine, people can still be expressing goodly love, but when it's self, when there's no God in it,
good is wrong.
It's that there's no love. When you are
Real love.
when you hate someone, it's not real love. Just like the video we just dropped, love is just beautiful and should be.
Thank you for joining us, and God bless you.
Thank you. We love.